SoFi just announced that you can trade crypto on their platform. Now, this is a huge deal because SoFi bros have been calling for the stock to hit $75 a share. This potentially could be the catalyst to get it there. So we're going to jump into and analyze SoFi stock today. Fingers crossed YouTube doesn't ban us again. And we're going to be sharing with you all of the details of what's going on. And then we're going to be going through our trading plans today. And we do have entry signals today. So today is a working day. We have things to do today. So Joe, you ready for this?
I am ready. I love going through the plan. It makes it so easy, so effortless.
Joe, don't say it that like so obviously, because YouTube's going to think that we're scamming people by doing that, right? I'm just saying. I'm not
Trading,
bitter at all. You're bitter. Speaking of people
yeah.
who aren't bitter, SoFi bros are not bitter today because SoFi Bank becomes the first and only nationally chartered bank to launch crypto trading for its consumers. Now, this is really cool, right? This is really cool. A lot of people love crypto. One thing that we get questioned on at least once a week is, when are y'all adding crypto? We are going to be adding crypto. I don't know if you knew this, Joe.
Oh, I
Crypto
did
is
not.
coming.
I
Crypto
did not.
is coming. Yeah, there you go. I can't tell you when, but crypto is coming. As crypto ownership continues to grow, SoFi is expanding its one-stop shop to become the first and only nationally chartered FDIC-insured bank to offer crypto trading to consumers on a platform built with a bank-grade safety and stability. Now, big asterisk on all this. This is coming from Business Wire, which means this is the news wire that they put out as their press release. Okay. So everything in here is going to sound like sunshine, roses, and daisies. Coming out of San Francisco, which I just heard, hit a record number on its little app that tracks human poop around the city, has hit a new record number. So great stuff coming out of San Francisco. SoFi Technologies. Members can now, or members will be able to buy, sell, and hold dozens of cryptos, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, on a platform built for both first-time and experienced crypto investors. SoFi's crypto phase rollout starts today and will become available to more members over the coming weeks. So I got to ask you guys here in the chat: A, are you a SoFi customer? And B, are you going to trade crypto in your SoFi account? I'm very curious. I am not a crypto trader whatsoever. What about you, Joe?
No, I never have that I recall. If I did, it was because of some trend that I wanted to follow. So
Good point. Yeah. FDIC insured crypto. That's what it sounds like. That's kind of what. Now, I am not claiming to know the details of this. What I think they're trying to say is this is an FDIC insured bank, which I know it used to be 250,000. I don't know what the FDIC limits are, but surely it's not going to apply to crypto investments. It can't, right? Because like your broker is either FDIC or SIPC or even NCUA insured. And that does not apply to the investments you make in that, just to the institution. So I assume that would still be the case, right? Today marks a pivotal moment when banking meets crypto in one app on a trusted platform and driven by our core mission to help our members get their money right. Again, like I said, this is coming directly from them. It's going to be all sunshines and rainbows over here. I believe the blockchain technology will fundamentally change every way finance is done through the world by making money movement faster, cheaper, and safer, while opening new ways for people to borrow better, invest better, and spend and save better. It's critical to give our members a secure and regulated way to step into the future of money. As the first and only nationally chartered bank to launch crypto trading to consumers, we are uniquely positioned to drive this innovation and set a new standard on security, stability, and transparency. I mean, I don't see how anything can go wrong here, Joe. Everything is going to be great. Everything's going to be great.
we'll add this to the 50-year mortgages and everything will be grand.
But going back to the blockchain, I just remember what else I was thinking of right here. I believe the blockchain technology will fundamentally change every way finance is done throughout the world. I was listening to a podcast with Gary Vee. Do you know who Gary Vee is?
No, is he a trader?
No, Gary Vee is an entrepreneur, and he's gone on to many, many podcasts talking about, and he has his own channel talking about, marketing and entrepreneurship, etc. If you know Gary Vee, put the letter V in the chat. Put the letter V in the chat. Um, So Gary Vee was on this podcast and he was talking about crypto because he's a big crypto guy. He launched his own NFTs right at the peak of NFTs, and now those have no value as you would expect. But he was talking about something I thought was actually pretty smart. He's like, this conversation we're having right now could be done by AI in the future, and we could use the blockchain to authenticate the fact that you and I actually had this conversation. It was a real life conversation made by two real humans. And I was like, oh, you know what? That's not a crazy idea. That
Mm.
actually sounds a very viable way to A, use the blockchain, and B, vet when things become so AI automated in video, which is terrifying to me, if somebody actually said this or not, right? Imagine Trump's going to be the most AI'd person ever, right? For good and bad. People are going to be taking him out all day, every day. And because of that, um, if he could authenticate every time that he has spoken in real life, that could make a huge difference versus is that an AI video of Trump or not? We don't have any way to verify this. And the AI looks so good. It does sound good. It does sound right. When did he say this? Go through the records. When did he actually say this? It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing.
You're right. Yeah, we're in new territory here, and that's one I hadn't even thought about yet. Proving out that your conversation exists and that you were part of the audience. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So, anyways, I could definitely see that with the blockchain because the blockchain is immutable, which means that once it's written in stone, it is there. It cannot be changed. And so I could definitely see that as part of the blockchain. Could definitely see that. You know what else I could see is SoFi going to the moon when you're looking at the stock chart because it has 8 of 9. I looked over here at SoFi's dashboard inside of Outlier, and I was like, hold on a minute here. Are we going to be trading today? We've got the trend, the signal, and the breadth of the market. We've got in this case, the finance sector with bullish fear and greed, bullish breadth. And then I look down here, and I saw the finance sector has more uptrends than downtrends, and I was like, holy hot Batman over here! I think we got a chance to trade today. And then, unfortunately, it ain't gonna happen. Not today, at least. I'm playing M because the SPY is still going down in fear and greed, moving down in value on the fear and greed. And there's no sectors. There's that at. There's no sectors that have higher fear and greed than the market, which I find really interesting. That the market's fear and greed is still really elevated at 67, where literally every single sector is in the 40s and 50s. I think that's really, really interesting. Does that mean there's going to be a crash or anything like that? No, I'm not calling for that. But what I am saying is that the lower heat map value on all the sectors, right? The sum, the what do they say? The sum is not equal to the parts or something like that. Looks very interesting. Looks very interesting. And so if you are seeing a different result, you might have it switched from swing signal to active signal. That's going to be the difference right there. That's why you're seeing all 9 over there. AJC, Outlier, and Battlefield Till I Die. I love it. Very good. Okay. So let's do this, Joe. We talked about SoFi. It's got some legs here thanks to crypto, but would we be trading it today? Welcome to the Outlier Trading Room invitation only live stream. This is where we help you save time, make money, and start winning with less risk as long as YouTube allows us to. And if you still have the ability to watch the replay, subscribe. It would be great if you subscribe. I mean, we might disappear off the platform by tomorrow, the way things are going. And I hope that doesn't happen. But we're going to look at plan MA, ETF, and sit in cash and when we would use these. Now, if you want normal returns, this isn't for you. But if you want outlier returns, you are in the right place. So M and A are our most offensive plans. ETF and sit in cash are defensive plans. Now, we've been in sit in cash for a minute, but we might need to move right into plan ETF today, which we got out of a couple of days ago based on a sell signal. So let's cover this right now. Where are we going to go? So first, we need to listen to what the market is telling us. And we do that by looking at the SPY having a bullish trend. So when we go inside of Outlier and we go to SPY, there we go. You can see the green background over there has a bullish trend. The 10 EMA is greater than the 20 EMA, prices over the 50 EMA. So what I see right here is a bullish trend. Hands down, for sure, full stop, no doubt about it. This is a bullish trend and has been for a minute. Now, the buy signal. The buy signal just came today. just came today. Buy signal on November 12th. So we got a buy signal in the market. That's a great start. Next, the fear and greed on SPY. Let's go over to that. I mentioned it a couple minutes ago, but the fear and greed is at 67.65 and moving down. Fear and greed on the market is moving down ever so slightly. And in this case here, we want to see it under 70, which it is, and rising, but it's not. It's actually falling. And just to point out something here real quick, the breadth did cross over. We do have some beautiful market breadth going on. We have more uptrends than downtrends across all of the stocks that we cover. And we have this bullish cross right here. So, Joe, I'm just really conflicted by this. The conflict has come from how is the market so greedy, yet all of the sectors inside of the market are not even close. That's just really interesting to me.
It is interesting. Have you seen that happen in the past?
We haven't had this level of data in the past. This
Mm,
is like a new thing that we're following.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we're gonna learn something coming out of this that we can put in our toolkit for the next time it happens.
You know what, Joe? That right there is a sign of a professional investor. You know what? I'm looking at the data. This is an interesting observation that I've made. Maybe this can lead to a better outcome later if I can observe and react and make some changes to my plan for that. Joe, outstanding. Gold star, my friend.
Well, you
Gold
bring up
star.
you bring up a good point. If our audience also wants to become professional traders, they could look into Outlier University and
Oh,
they could learn step by step like I did in the first session
it's
of university.
did somebody say Outlier University?
Are you ready? Let's go!
Respect is earned. Respect is never given.
So, since Joe brought it up, and Joe is a graduate of Outlier University, let's talk about it real quick. So, Outlier University is our way to give you the tools to be successful, right? There are people who will charge $12,000 to give you exactly what I will give you 100% for free here on YouTube. Now, to watch it live, the links are in our Discord and the invitation only live streams. And all the replays are going to live on YouTube forever. And people like Shane are in the Bravo class. Now, like the point of this is to give you the skills that you need to be successful, right? I can't make you successful. You will have to do the last 10%, but I'm going to give you 90% of everything that you need to make it happen. But it's up to you to actually get you there. So, Joe, thanks for bringing it up. I can't wait. That's live every Tuesday and Thursday for the next several weeks at least. So for today, no plan M, no plan A. But that's all right. Let's look at plan ETF. We're in plan sit and cash right now. Let's go to plan ETF. Now in plan ETF, we have different entry signals. Upturn and Q, upturn and SPY. Both are true. SPY buy signal, Q buy signal. That is not both true. The Qs are still sitting on a sell signal. So because of that, TQs are out of play. However, SPY buy signal. SPY heat map is under 70 at 68, 65. We already established that. And it does not matter if it's moving up or down for this plan. Less than 2 ATRs above the 20 EMA. So let's go into the SPY chart and let's see if it's in what I call the value zone. So the value zone is measured from the 20 EMA. Oh, I clicked the wrong button there. My bad. Hold on. The value zone is measured lower bounds of the 20 EMA. Upper bounds is 2 ATRs above the 20 EMA. Now, we have a free indicator that's in our Discord that will show you if this is in the value zone like this is doing right here. It makes it super simple, right? And you can do this anytime it's in the value zone. So it doesn't have to be done today. If you choose not to today, that's fine. Create your plan and follow that plan. John Joseph, plan M and A are very hard to enter and maybe happen once a year. Actually, that's a great point. That's a great point. On average, it's happened 19 times a year. Now, for some people, you look at that like 19 times a year. Nah. First off, Outlier gives you buy and sell signals every day. So by all means, come up with your plan and run that plan. Plan M and A are limited to roughly 19 signals a year. Now, a lot of people look at that and they're like, 19 times a year, that's nothing. I don't think you understand the power of those 19 days. Those 19 days can make your generational wealth happen. I know it sounds crazy. I understand. but that's 19 entry days. Exit days are going to be, I don't know how many exit days, right? There's entry days and then there's exit days. So it's going to be at least twice as many. Now, some months there's 0. Some months there's going to be 10. It is a very strategic plan, right? And no trust me bros around here. No trust me bros around here. Let's go to this real quick. Right. With a 57% win rate and a 2.25% average return per trade. Each trade that is a winner on average goes up 3 ATRs from the entry point. That is a huge value. And each loser on average goes down just half an ATR from entry, which is a tiny value. So our goal here is to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk. If you told me I had to trade 19 times a day, I'd be like, F that noise.
Now, if we could roll 19 times a day, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. There's no way I'm trading 19 times a day. 19 times a month also feels super busy. 19 times a year, I think anybody could do that.
We saw the power and impact of a 5-day trade just in May, right? I mean, we had an awesome opening with the golden ticket trading strategy, and it took off. It made huge money. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to have 200 trades a year to be successful.
No, I think that's a great point. And in 5 calendar days, my account was up 35 something percent in 5 calendar days. And that's not normal, right? That would take you, 3+ years in the market to make. And I made that in 5 days. Now, that is because the plan is set in a way to be very precise, as if you are a hunter waiting on your prey. In the meantime, that's why we have the other parts of the plan, right, Joe? Like that's the whole reason we have MA, ETF, and sit in cash. That way we're always in the market figuring out the best way to make returns, even when the other plans aren't working. So let's get back over to here real quick. It is inside the value zone right now. Order blocks are at least 2% away that are at least 30 calendar days old. There is an order block resting right on top of this right here, but that's okay, because if it's less than 30 days old, we're going to ignore it. Now think about the psychology behind this here. If you got into this on October 28th and today is November 12th, you're like, meh, I'm not that far behind. I'm okay. However, if you are, 6 months ago, finally getting to break even, you're going to be selling. That's the overhead resistance that pushes prices down. And we don't want that. So right now, this is an order block that we can ignore, and we can actually run plan ETF on SPXL. So this would be buying shares of SPXL, not options. And remember, this is a defensive play, not an offensive play. And this can be done at any point. It's inside the value zone and everything else lights up. So let's go do that, Joe. We're going to do this 3 different times. First time, oh, look, that SoFi order I tried to put in yesterday in Outlier U, it actually got filled. Let me close that real quick. Here you go. Here, Outlier University. Watch this. Trade, close at market, and it's gone. And it's gone. So, Phil, oh, you got that reference from South Park?
Yeah, buddy.
And it's gone. Let's do it again on SGov. Now, SGov, we made $23 in interest, doing nothing. $23 in interest, while I know it's nothing, trust me, I understand that. That's 4.3-ish% per year annualized. Okay. We were only in this for a handful of days. And rather than getting no monies, I now have $23 extra in this cash. So let's go to close SGov right now at market. And that was filled at 148. Now I need to go into my actual accounts and do the same. Close position, full position as a market order. And I'm out. Joe, mark it down for 148, please.
All right.
Close full position, market. And okay, I'm out. I'm out of all 3 accounts now. Now, let's go buy SPXL. So let's go to over here. Let's put in SPXL. SPXL, let's see if it has options. I don't even know if it has options. It does have options. This plan does not use options. But you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I am going to be buying shares. So how many shares am I going to buy? It's not that hard. Just go over to your, where is it? Account view, get your account balance. So in this case, 95,273, and then you divide it by the price of the stock. In this case, XPXL is 224.13. divided by 224.13. So I need to get 427 shares. Quantity 427. Now, because this is hella liquid. Oh, wait, I got to put this down here. SPXL. Because this is, oh, I'm sorry. We're going to drop off this. And I'm going to close this as well so we can all see it. Because this is super liquid, I don't have to worry about making sure it hits a market order. I can, or a limit order or market order. I'm just going to get my share size, 427 here. 427, order type, market, and I'm going to hit buy. And then I'm in. Outlier University, watch. I just got into this one, right? Yesterday, I tried to do a live example. I couldn't get it to work at that time. Oh, no, I'm down $95,000. Okay, we're good now. So it's gone down a penny, right, since I got in, and that's fine. So let me actually do the trade in my other account. So SPXL, get your position size. Of course, that's going to be different for every single person. And give me just a moment here while I do that. And SPXL is currently trading at 224.78. So I need that many shares in the first account. And I'm going to do market and fill price is 224.67. 224.67. So that's my actual fill price, Joe. This one has delayed quotes. My actual fill price, 224.67.
Got
And
it.
let's do that again in the other account, my family account. SPXL, we're going to buy more shares of it. Get your position size. Currently at 224.81. All right. And at market again. Switch account and go. That one's filled at 224.90. Okay, so we're going to run at 224.81. So all the way in right now, because that is my position sizing that I already had in my trading plan. Now, we had this discussion a couple days ago. Somebody's saying, you know, this plan moves far too much. I don't know about this. The volatility is so high. If you aren't comfortable with the volatility of this plan, you don't have to do full size. Right, the position sizing in my plan is all available cash. So I moved out of SGov and I moved into SPXL. This is a triple leverage ETF on the S&P 500. And I'm telling you, don't do it. Do not listen to anything that I say. This is my trading plan. I'm just demonstrating to you what I'm doing today. Now, John's talking about there is a split on TQ in a few days. Don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. Listen, I know that can sound scary. If you had 100 shares in TQ and it had a split, Joe, and it is a 2-for-1 split, you're going to have 200 shares. It's going to be done automatically. There's no fees associated with it. It's just going to do that. It's just going to happen. Right. So if you're worried about it, trust me, bro. I've been there. Lots and lots and lots of people have been there. All you got to do is just follow your plan. If it's trending and it's liquid, why not trade it? There you go. I like that. I like that. Okay, FYI, for those of you who don't use TradingView and do use Thinkorswim, Dave posted a study you can import that gives you the value zone on the 1 day. Awesome. Thanks for that, Nate. I did not realize that. And thanks, Dave, for doing that as well. And to Skinny Buff Guy's point, right? If you're not comfortable with the leveraged, you can just buy the SPY. You don't have to do the SPXL ETF. Great point. Great point. So, Joe, that's my plan. So let's go over here. And I want to mark 2 different places. I want to mark on the SPY where we got in. And then I want to mark it on SPXL where we got in. Does that sound good?
It does, yeah.
All right, SPY, let's call it 683.46. 683.46. SPXL, let's mark it at 224. Oh, wait, what was it? 224.67?
224.81.
224.81. Okay.
And I'm echoing again.
That's your own fault, Joe. Why are you breaking stuff? There you go. I'm not screen sharing sound, so I think that's you.
Okay.
Okay. So there we go. SPXL. Let me add that to my favorites over here. SPXL. So there we go, Joe. We talked about SoFi and how they're getting the cryptos all up in their business over there. SoFi bros to the moon. we put on a new trade following our plan on plan ETF, and we'll be in this trade until we get an exit signal. So that leads me to the next point here is where in the wide world of sports is that exit signal? Let's go over that. So we're down in the SPXL down here. A SPY sell signal. If we hit a 30-day old order block, which we don't have right now, so no stress. If the 10 and 20 cross down, I'll pop you guys out of the way. If the 10 and 20 EMAs cross down with a bearish cross, and right now the SPY is annoying that it does that, but it is, but the 10 is over the 20. And then lastly, the last entry signal here is if SPY closes 3 ATRs above the 20 EMA. So that means if SPY not only performs great, but performs so great that it closes all the way up here at 698-ish. By all means, let's do this thing. So that would be approximately 2% higher on the triple leverage ETF. That might be as much as 6% higher today. It could be even more later on. But either way, we're not going to make any sort of predictions. We're not going to make any expectations. We're just going to follow a plan. So Joe, we know where to get in and we know where to get out. And we know how big to get in with. And of course, if you have a different position size, use that. What left is there to do, Joe?
Click the like button.
There you go. Exactly. Click the like button. There you go. That was a decent layup right there. You did great. You did great. I'm really proud of you, Joe. Professional YouTuber at the works here. Let me ask you this. Is this included in the 82 cents a day for the Outlier annual pass?
Absolutely. For just 82 cents a day as an Outlier subscriber, you get the entire set of plans, which are constantly updated based on backtest data. You get free Outlier University live streams. You get daily trading room live streams. You get all this training material for 82 cents a day. Outstanding.
But wait, there's more. All kinds of great stuff. Everything is included with Outlier, and the annual price is literally 82 cents a day. Mahesh has said that we should start saying it's a $12,000 value because, as y'all know, we went over to Minervini's website the other day, and he charges $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month, and we charge 82 cents a day. So I feel like the value is super high when it comes to Outlier. Even though it is huge, it is tremendous, it is so big, it is so beautiful. Let me tell you, you need to be an Outlier, of course. So Joe, listen, if somebody were looking to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, what do you think they should do?
Well, first, become an Outlier subscriber for 82 cents a day, but then do your best to learn more about Outlier and how to trade successfully through one of these videos right here.
These videos. Outstanding work, Joe. You're killing it. Thank you so much for coming and helping all of our new members. And thank you all for coming today. Have a fantastic day, and we will definitely talk soon.